everybody, it's Big Dave. I'm your host today for Sitting on the Toilet. Howdy and welcome to Through the Internet. I'm your host, Big Dave. I brought the stop sign out today because in today's episode we'll be going right into the nest of the cringe. We'll be going right up to the Queen Bee herself and be seeing what she has to offer.
Who you fighting?
So like I said, we'll be going pretty deep in the cringe today. Sonic the Hedgehog is a character that has fallen mighty far. Especially his fan base. I don't know what attracts them to Sonic, but I remember this one little trick. This was like back in middle school, but if you Googled your name and then just put the Hedgehog at the end, you were gonna find someone's deviant art or some obscure forum page that they posted where they made their own Sonic. My favorite ones, I mean, of course you'll get a lot where there ain't no bio. They don't put that much work into them. But here's one, Cold Steel the Hedgehog. Now this ain't no name, but they'll, for some reason, a lot of these Hedgehog fans seem kind of emo, so they gravitate towards things like that. So let's see his bio. Cold Steel was born with a special power. He was stronger than all of his classmates in the Sonic Fighting Academy. He served in the Sonic military fighting Shadow, and in the final battle against Shadow, they were fighting and Shadow turned him to the darkness, and Cold Steel turned against Sonic and killed him. He lost a part of his ear. So I guess that's why he ain't got... Oh no, there it is. Just blends in with his back hair. So he lost a part of his ear in the battle, which is why he doesn't not have a part of his ear. Please stop PMing me asking why that's why. Also, earrings aren't girly. You, Chaos Kid 663, everyone knows you're a fucking Pokemon stealer. Now, he likes hurting people. He loves being a badass. Motorcycles, 9 Inch Nails, the band. He likes killing, death, punk rock. He likes Jinko jeans. Jinko jeans, I guess that's a brand. So that's already showing he's a poser. Skulls, darkness, hot girls with big boobies who are sluts. 9 Inch Nails on finger. I like how he made that distinction. He was kind enough to separate them by a few things just so they won't be back and confusing. Cool kind, not gay kind. Oh, wait. So we have the earrings purple. He likes the purple. Apparently there's 2 different types of purple. Alright, this is what he dislikes. Niceness, happiness, Levi's, Kevin Robinson from school. F you, Kevin. Stop showing everyone my F and deviant art. Trent Reznor, short nails, Chaos Kid 663. Sunshine, life, my dad, and football. I wonder why he hates football. Sadly, though, people don't put this much work. A lot of times, this is Jimmy the Hedgehog. I just threw this one in because it made me happy. You know, he just looks like he's doing good in life. He's happy who he is. I appreciate it. So I thought a fun thing to do was, instead of picking random names, I would pick some names of some YouTubers. So I would start with myself. So of course I did Dave the Hedgehog and David the Hedgehog. Sadly, you don't get as many things that popped up. I swear back in middle school a lot more things would pop up. But maybe through the years, since it's gotten buried, and maybe Google just doesn't want this kind of autistic screeching type stuff popping up constantly. But yeah, so let's start. So these were the first images I got. Here's a nice little one, green hair spike, got some Phineas and Ferb kind of stuff going on. I like to see them happy. It bothers me whenever I see some kind of poser type stuff because it just feels all fake. But yet again, these kids are probably real young. We all go through weird times. You see? That easily could be me. So far, this is going good. One thing I find real common is they're either ripping straight off of Sonic or usually Knuckles. For some reason, well, Knuckles is kind of edgy by nature, and like I said, there's a lot of edgy kids that gravitate towards this for some reason. So maybe that's why you see a lot of Knuckle copies, because this is basically, he just drew Knuckles, threw some clothes on him. Look, he's even wearing the same boots. He has his hands wrapped. Pretty sure Knuckles has his hands wrapped, or at least has weight. This one I appreciate. It's Dave Strider the Hedgehog, and this one is proudly hosted on PhotoBucket. So this is something they're very proud of, that they can boast about. One of my favorite things is it seems like he has two pairs of goggles on. One set of normal goggles for protection, because he has these white things around his head, but then it looks like under the goggles he's wearing this kind of Squirtle Gang sunglass. But I appreciate it. Once again, another Knuckles copy. I appreciate these. I appreciate these because these bring me back to a good time of MS Paint. So we have Dave the Hedgehog. He likes 9 Inch Nails, the band. Team Fortress 2, the band. Which I didn't even know there was a band of. 9 Inch Nails. I don't know what that is. 9 Inch Nails. Maybe he meant to say it twice. Like how some people do that jokingly because they love it so much. Practicing hand-to-hand Ubersaw combat. Talking to gay boys in Swannie's Mumble. Lincoln Park. Black Veil Brides, the band. As it seems to just liking wives wearing black veils. He dislikes sniper mains. Cluttered comms. Showers, black people, pram players, special moves, machine of Rachel, normal move, tie shoelace when untied, use Uber charge, drop Uber charge, console sad people when sad. You don't like black people, but this... it kind of looks like a black person in a Knuckles costume. God rest his soul. So, our next YouTuber, we have Ethan Klein, so I did Ethan the Hedgehog. Once again, we have another emo, edgy hedgehog. This is Ethan. And I was only able to find 2 good ones. This is the second one, but at least as a bio, it has some chunk to it. So name Ethan. The gender is male, although it's questionable at glance. Age 18. Species hedge. It's a fucking animal. Flying species. Hedgehog powers. Flying, air, related abilities, and great dagger skills. Personality. Smart, calm, serious, very patient, bit edgy. LOL. She says this scarf, it's very precious to him. Trust me. Fights with a pair of daggers. I wonder where he keeps them. Probably in the shoes. Air powers. kind of look like telekinesis. I can just imagine this guy actually, well, it's probably a kid. I can just imagine this kid wearing this crusty ass scarf every day to school. It's like his prized possession. Ugh. Next up, we have Shane. Cited Shane the Hedgehog. Once again, we have a bio. I'm really excited whenever we get these. Name, Shane the Hedgehog. Age 15. His only family left is Scourge. I'm guessing it's Scourge. Scourge the Hedgehog. Who is his brother? He has a really big crush on Amy Rose and hates that she chases his ex-best friend Sonic the Hedgehog. He lives in Mobius, but goes to Mobius to see Amy a lot and make sure she's not in a lot of trouble. Eye color blue, fur color green, favorite color black and red. Another edgy kind of Sonic fan. I'm not familiar with the Sonic universe. I really hope Mobius and Mobius are in the game. I hope those aren't two city names he thought of himself. Or he just lives in the middle of Kansas and he literally, the two closest cities are called Mobius and Mobius. Then you have I'm Shane the Hedgehog. You have his hair flowing back, so that means he's been running at you. His hands holding out, already grabbing your face. By judging by how far his hair's pulled back, he must be going at significant speed. He ain't gonna be able to stop that fast. He's crushing in your skull. This is his main attack. Don't be fooled by that gentle smile. Then I didn't realize it was a Shane the Dawson Hedgehog. I just saw Shane Hedgehog, saw that there wasn't really anything too inappropriate. Saved that sucker, and here we are. Pretty sure they just took an image of Sonic and then just MS painted over it. And one of the things that weirds me out the most is how humanoid his hands are. It almost looks like, especially, is that his right hand? No, that would be his left hand. The one out. It looks like it was stitched on. And those are like some Popeye type arms. So good on you for Shane for hitting the gym. Next up we have PewDiePie, so I did Felix the Hedgehog. We have this nice little Felix the Hedgehog someone probably did during their class, and I'm guessing high school, probably early years. Some edgy kid, you know, with their art book always out instead of doing their class work. They're always doing their art. But it's not even the work they do for the art class. It's their stuff they just keep in their binders. And he has Kiss makeup on. So you know what? Props to him. And this is why I brought the stop sign out. Some of this stuff is pure level cringe. And this is the droplets right out of the queen bee's personal stash of honey. We have Felix, the family-friendly fetus hedgehog. It hedges in black instead of red like the rest. And it says Wilhelm scream. Why does that sound familiar, a Wilhelm scream? Alright. So that's the sound she's making, and she said my baby stopped moving. And I kind of read this real quick because I was really questionable on how safe this was, but I figured this wasn't too bad. And you're going to find out why her baby stopped moving. And that's a piece of his leg missing. He'll explain that too. He's a war veteran. So here's the bio of Felix the family-friendly hedgehog. Felix the Hedgehog was born with a special power. He has psychic ability that lets him abort any fetus he wishes. When the Republicans found out, they had him decapitated. But luckily, his father, Dr. Eggman, had been saving some of Felix's old aborted fetuses in his lab and connected Felix's head to it. Dr. Eggman made Felix a special cart inspired by Stephen Hawking. This cart was inspired by Stephen Hawking's wheelchair that he can drive with his mind. And the fetus body keeps his head alive, but only for so long until it dries out. So Felix always needs new fetuses. In the final battle against the Republicans, his current fetus lost one of its legs. Just kidding. That was from pulling it out of his mother too hard. I thought it, you see, I skimmed over that. I thought he was an actual war veteran. He ripped it out of the mother, though. That's why it's missing a leg. Stop PMing and asking why. I'm sorry, Felix. We all know this ain't the one. We all know you did not make this. On to the next. And this is just, I just wanted to throw one more in there for Felix after that. I just felt like I had to have a third one. So this is a pretty tame one. It's just another edgy Sonic. It's actually, it looks like a zebra. When I first saw this, I was really confused. I thought it was wearing clothes because in all these Sonic images, you'd see them wearing clothes with the black lines. I thought those were like socks, and then the black around the head was really confusing me. It ain't bad work. It's just, you know, cringe from the Hive. Up next is another YouTuber, Cinnamon Toast Can. So I did Kenneth the Hedgehog, and I think I also did Can the Hedgehog. Kenny the Hedgehog, Kenny the Hedgehog did not get me anything, which I was surprised. I thought, oh, I'm going to get South Park references instead, but no. I guess these people who draw these are too young to watch it. Their parents won't let them. So we have Kenneth the Hedgehog. I hope Dad and Brandon would love this. I hope Dad and Brandon would love this. I hope. Would. It just don't sound right. I hope Dad and Brandon will like this. No, will love this. She wants love, not like. Two entirely different emotions, which I doubt this person's old enough to understand. He says, I know you, Teresa. Is that Tails? Unless that's a Sonic character, she broke character. And here's another Kenneth the Hedgehog. I really appreciate it. It looks like it was on paint. I can't tell if it was distorted. I don't think it was distorted. I think they honestly just drew it real wonky because Sonic's eyes, they're like Dorito chips. And he tried to do a side angle, and that ain't easy. You know, props to him. And I didn't even realize he had legs. He's wearing blue jeans. Some Hank Hill in this shit. So, props to him. So, I think I saw enough of that. It was a pleasure being your host. I'm Big Dave. Hit that like, subscribe if you want to see more content like this. And I'll see y'all in a few days.